special guest Katie doing paperwork. You can't see her yet, but she may walk through here in a minute. So last week was pretty intense. This was the week of the blowouts. Other than I think one game, everything was well into double digits of winning. And we'll do a little quick breakdown and kind of what's going forward too. A lot of trade news, a lot of cuts, a lot of things going on. So be sure to check your waiver wires going into this week. Make sure you weren't affected by all that. So real quick recap, and I'll put this in the email. I need money. Give me money. Some of y'all paid. A lot of y'all haven't. Again, this is the last week. I'll give you leniency. Otherwise, next week you're going to be Doc and Doc wins. So again, trade.crawford4@gmail.com. PayPal or G-Wallet. Please give me that in. 30 to me. Also, Eliminator with Colin is $20 if you want to do that. So please get us the money. Do that. 30 is required. I don't have to replace anybody. That's no fun.
I'll take their spots.
I'm going to replace your team with Katie. And honestly, she made it the championship last year. So she may probably be better than you. So,
I will, definitely.
Yeah, and bonus dog. All right. So, that being said, let's jump into the recap. We'll make this short and quick. So, Steve and I, top score of the week, right here by 0.3 points over Riley. It's pretty intense. But look at here, putting up 150.4. And really what helped me there is looking at it, yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster went off. But really, that Vikings-Green Bay game, that went into overtime, and it was just an offensive bonanza. With Kirk Cousins putting up basically 50 points. Panthers D, not so good against Atlanta. But overall, I mean, that's really hard to come back from. Adam Thielen, again, a Viking receiver, got his. I Stephon Diggs in my other league, and he went off as well. So it was, if you had a star offensive player in the Vikings-Green Bay game, you got some points, 100%. I know Steve made the comment that he was a little too hungover to get his full lineup set the way he wanted to. No offense, Steve, but it might not have mattered this week. It's just a lot of points on the board. What became painfully aware, though, is I have a really bad problem at running back. Not a lot of offensive firepower there. We're definitely willing to start entertaining trades. I have a lot of good receivers if y'all want them. But, yeah, if I'm going to go deep into this season, it's definitely going to be difficult with the way my running backs have been performing, especially with Green Bay, with that kind of a hot mess. I know Adam Jones comes back. Is that his name or whoever? They get just another running back to take carries away from Jamal Williams and Ty Montgomery. So jumping over to Steve's team, kind of similar situation. Patriots did terrible. Jacksonville really stuck it to them. So Rex Burkhead, 2.2 points. That's definitely not a surprise there with the way they played. Derrick Henry, again, Dion Lewis, taking that workload away from Derrick Henry. Titans going with the vet. That's something to watch going forward. Delaney Walker, I'm just seeing that injury now. So that she's going to be looking for a new tight end next week. Kicker Robbie Gould, pretty strong, 14 points. That's definitely really high. Tyrod Taylor, man, almost got the win for the Browns. And I applaud Steve for starting. Maybe that was a hangover thing with that. So, struggle the running backs here. Steve looking for a new tight end. But, yeah, that's going to be adjustments needed going forward. But 88, surprisingly, not even the lowest score this week. We'll get into that here in a second. So, speaking of the lowest score, let's shift down to Colin and BMO. BMO 2-0. Let's go. Speaking of Green Bay games, BMO starting out great. Aaron Rodgers always good. Probably could have put up more, but still put up a respectable 20. Saquon Barkley, the rookie phenom, again, BMO gambling there with a rookie running back, in my opinion. But continuing to pay dividends. Pretty solid performance from his receivers as well. Amari Cooper is did great. Fool me once, fool me twice. But yeah, BMO got him, and it's paying off so far. Golden Tate, another huge pickup. Shifting over to Colin. Alex Smith and Emmanuel Sanders. That's it. That's tough. Colin putting up a league low. I'll give you the roundup benefit of 66 points. Shady McCoy, maybe some bruised ribs. I think there's conflicting reports about that, so please watch that going forward. He may have crack ribs and be on a snap count. David Johnson also. Cardinals are kind of a hot mess right now. Sam Bradford is okay, and that's being nice about it. What else? Yeah, offensive line, questionable. David Johnson cannot do it all. He's going to need some help. Who else? Antonio Gates for the Chargers. Going with the vet, 0 points. hey, Chargers are flying right now, and there's a lot of hungry mouths to feed on the Chargers. You got Keenan Allen. Of course, I go dead. Travis Benjamin's one. Who else do I have? I have someone on the Chargers. All right, screw that. But yeah, Chargers full of talent. I'm completely read. Sorry about that. Yeah. So Colin, obviously hopefully that's a one-time thing. You'll probably bounce back here next week. But some injuries at running back, definitely something to keep your eye on. Shifting down to the Big 12 game of the week, where it was all offense, was Matthew and B-Wade. And honestly, shoot, I mean, I'd give them that's a tough one to lose. B-Wade gets the win 141 to 131. You see it coming across here. Matthew goes to 0-2 after that. B-Wade goes to 2-0. So great win there. Joining both teams, and there's a lot of offense for both. Something that stands out for Matthew's team is the Bears D, which with Khalil Mack and others that really, really performed well this year. Putting up 26 points. That was pretty insane. Joe Mixon getting a little banged up. That's going to be a concern to watch. Sorry, someone's biting me. Wow. Sorry. What else? AJ Green. Yeah, that Thursday night, man. I played AJ Green in my work league, and I ended up winning that. But holy crap, he came out firing. Marvin Jones Jr. Also great numbers, but also Detroit's getting a little crowded in their wide receiver stable. Kenny Galloway, he's definitely eating into that. And also keeping with Golden Tate, definitely maybe limiting some performance there. Jack Doyle, the tight end. The tight ends are kind of a mess this year. I know it's just the beginning of the season, but it's kind of been shaking. I know I've shuffled through a lot going forward. But shifting over to B-Wade's team, and it is clear why he dropped 141. Cam Newton, despite the loss, put up a lot of points at 40, almost 41. Melvin Gordon also going off for 27 plus. I know he's questionable, but hopefully, I know he's day to day, but it's fine. It's early in the week. I think he'll be fine. Tevin Coleman looking to be a big pickup and a big point potential there, with Devontae Freeman being out for the next, or I think Atlanta's even said they don't know when he's coming back. So for the foreseeable future, that's going to be a big play there. Scrolling down, Allen Robinson actually getting some love from Chicago. Trubisky, I know when he was in Jacksonville, that was kind of wasted talent. Zach Ertz, strong Philadelphia tight end, one of the good tight ends. Definitely a player to watch. Carson Wentz is back next week. For those who have stashed him somewhere, look for him to start, and that will probably affect the Eagles' offense quite a bit, hopefully for the better. So if you got your Eagles players, fire them up next week. It's looking pretty good. I'm not really sure what happened to Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, but he is out. I wonder if I jump in here real quick. Groin injury, kicking too hard, messes junk up. Yep, all right. Well, not a big loss. There's a plethora of kickers out there on the waiver wire. So all I'm saying, that's our power matchup for the week. That was a lot of offensive points. Like I said, B-Wade getting the win, 141 to 131. Riley, who came in second, tie scorer of the week behind me by 0.3 points. Taking down Matt. Matt moving to 0-2. Riley moving to 1-1. Diving into what happened here, looking at Matt's team, Nick Foles putting up respectable numbers. Again, like I just mentioned, Carson Wentz is back, so look for Matt to change up there. Todd Gurley doing what Todd Gurley does. He even played the whole game. He put 31 points up. Jordan Howard, it's Chicago. That's all I have to say on that. Looking at Travis Kelce. So, yeah, Ertz and Kelce. Kelce got his. Man, I didn't really know Kelce did that, but good for him. I know Gronk, typically big tight end scorer, did not do well this week. So Daniel Carlson, he got cut, which is unfortunate. Rattle off a bunch of commentary about that. But anyway, I wish the best for him. But Matt looking for a new kicker next week. Definitely something to look at there. Again, if Matt didn't play Riley this week, Matt would have won most of the games in the league. So not much to change up there. Jumping over to Riley's buzzsaw, again, a Vikings player. Kirk Cousins has that offense firing on all cylinders. Stephon Diggs putting up 38 points. It was just, again, the overtime definitely helped that. Just nuts. Christian McCaffrey, the half-point PPR is going to be huge there in this league. Cam definitely favors him. The checkdowns, the running routes, everything, he does it all. That's put up big numbers for Riley there. James Conner, the Le'Veon Bell fiasco. I forgot who drafted him, but respect. My condolences with the fiasco there. James Conner doing well. for the Steelers. I know Ben Ben's kind of been all over the place, but we'll see. DeAndre Hopkins being good. I know Deshaun Watson hasn't been as advertised yet, but back from the fresh ACL tear. We'll see how he progresses from there. But so, yeah, overall, Riley put it to him this week. We'll see things going forward. Both those teams in pretty good shape going forward. Not a whole lot of injuries to deal with. Jumping to the next one, looking at Chris and Will. Chris, low-scoring matchup of the week here. 107 to 93. Chris gets the win here, moving to 2-0. Will moving to 0-2. But again, watch out for Will because he always starts slow the past few seasons and then sneaks up and is right in the middle of the finals going forward. But doing that, Andrew Luck for Chris. Andrew Luck not quite back. I mean, put up 15 points. Still looking for improvement there. Brandon Cooks, fresh with the Rams, off the Patriots, seems to be flourishing in that Rams and Goff's offense, putting up 21. Tyreek Hill, another not as dominant as last week, but still respectable 17.5 points. That game was kind of an offensive shootout, so it makes sense. Again, Gronk, only 2.5 points. That'll probably be a season low for him. So it's good that Chris got the win there. Other than the bye week, I would not expect a worse performance there. Patriots were bottled up all day. Jets defense, I think that's a bold move there, Chris, unless you're streaming it, 16 points. It's also hard to believe Chris Boswell, for all that scoring in the Pittsburgh game, they only got 2 points. But yeah, overall, Zeke did well. Dion Lewis, I mentioned earlier, taking Derrick Henry's carries, still only had 5 points, but still, it looks more and more, I feel like Dion Lewis is tearing in. That's almost a 50-50 workload. So if you're starting up a Titans running back, beware. This also transitions to Will. Tom Brady putting up 20 points, but man, that was a tough 20 points. I know Chris Hogan got a big touchdown. It was just tough sledding for most Patriot players on the day. Leonard Fournette, great running back, but he seems to be a little injury prone. Going back from last season into this one. TJ Yeldon, Corey Grant, some Alabama-Auburn running backs blast from the past. Definitely might be worth scouring up off the waiver wire if they're available. Leonard Fournette, great running back, but he's kind of a glass cannon. Just, again, Trace take, just my opinion. I might be full of shit. Who knows? Bilal Powell, a New York Jets running back. Holy crap, putting up consistent points. We'll see. The old man there. Crabtree putting up 8 points. Jimmy Graham bounces back. I know he was pretty slow last week. Bounced up respectable 12 points. Again, Jags D versus Patriots, not going to get better than 9 points. And then Gostkowski putting up 8. That's pretty standard for him. Jumping into the final matchup, that's going to be Nick's new team name, Cox Gobblers, against Brennan. Brennan put up massive points here. So Nick moves to 1-1. Brennan also moves to 1-1. So diving right into it, Matthew Stafford in Detroit. I know I'm pulling for carry on, but man, that's just sling the ball offense. It's just throw it out there and see what sticks. And Nick didn't win, but definitely benefited from Matthew Stafford's performance. Marshawn Lynch, okay, sure, getting good, decent points. Crowell back, kind of regressed back to his median, which I would expect. Chris Thompson for Washington. Alex Smith kind of has that offense humming. I think they lost. What was it? Yeah, they did lose to Indy, but despite their offense kind of sputtering, he put up decent numbers. Mike Evans with Tampa Bay. Ryan Fitzpatrick. If you haven't seen that press conference, do it. It's hilarious. Has that offense humming. Deshaun Jackson, another name blast from the past, put up big numbers there. I know what killed Nick. Ravens D just kind of got eaten alive there by Cincinnati and A.J. Green just going off. So, look, defense looked to bounce back there. Sorry. But, yeah, Nick moving to 1-1. Should bounce back next week. Now, going over to Brennan, another huge point total. And, again, it doesn't feel like it because I have so many Steelers players on my team. But Big Ben manages 50 points. But, again, going that overtime game and just slinging the ball so many damn times. It's Ben definitely looking rusty from his usual self. Kenyon Drake, Alabama running back, good for him. Miami putting up good numbers. Michael Thomas going off. Nelson Aguilar going off. Again, look for Carson Wentz to start this week, which may affect that, hopefully for the better. Brennan with Mohamed Sanu. I know Matt can weigh in more on that. He's burned me too many times. I think it's Julio or bust there. Calvin Ridley may make a run here later in the season, but who knows. Vikings D, awesome last week, struggled this week. Again, Green Bay actually putting up some decent points. on him. Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings. I had him in another league. He did well for Brennan. Yeah, Brennan looking at basically every single except a defense and a kicker was well into double digit. Oh, and Sanook, yeah, sorry, but well into double digits. Big Ben putting up a 50 spot, definitely carrying Brennan to the victory there. So, all that being said, I think that is wrapping up for week 2. Again, please pay me. Yeah, I don't want to be mean, but let's get it paid and we'll put it to bed and we'll move on with the season. Looking at any big matchups next week, I don't see anything jumping out at me. No. I got Matt. Riley has Colin. Will and BMO square off. B. Wade and Steve square off. Brennan and Curse square off. And then bringing up the rear, Matthew and Nick go at it. There's no 0-2-0-2 matchup. There's no 2-0-2-0 matchup. So we'll see what's going on here. It may be, we'll see anything spicy happens if the 2-0 is upset. I say that probably me. But yeah, hope you all have a great week. Again, please pay me. Keep up the good work, guys. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.